Omahene.
What am I pizza Mike in Kakravia? I feel pepe no buy another traffic. I see. I feel pepe, yeah. Mr. Bokode. Now, qua submarine. I say all Africa. Africa Games.
Africa Games.
Ministry Boko. What in common with DN? Say we are youth and sports. We are worried.
Not at all.
About in common courses CA. A disco phone call any show my dad didn't.
Senate Deputy Minister for Education Kayano. Indiscipline is something that Obian Tororeti, but Nyadia new to secondary education and 10 years it's unfortunate, but Minister for Education and the management of Ghana Education Service, they will put steps in place to prevent such occurrences.
I see, but one Kasa Ministry, Youth and Sports, how well now champions are a mebunu so options in life. And you'll be an asabi. You only to be combined talent plus education. It belongs to the purely talent. Yeah, one manager man. Into how well now champions are caused.
So when we say say o man him chia wetiefu na ejuma pa o man him ne Asempa FM moye Ekosiisen Ghana for ye ni aso ejuma pa moye na wo ankasa so ejuma pa also so oye ma o man Ghana and our TF so 10 year offices crown say do Ekosiisen a ye nyina ye tuni radio stations near tie Asempa say be ya e betima for ideas bi wo ho suggestions bi wo ho na de ya da ye dwumanti mon koso ye dwumapama o man Ghana
yeah that's it
but back to your question say mbobunu no then ye for who say your National Youth Authority and ya say ya policy plan and he had launched the National Youth Policy, and the policy plan is for 10. The plan is for 5 years, but the youth policy is 10 years, and the policies various initiatives are. The National Youth Authority is championing the various youth initiatives now. Yes, and a bit more sensitizing the youth so that they can mindset change, and also to be able to create a career for themselves. We formulate ideas and as initiatives with Brio in not necessarily sports but other sectors within some of them entrepreneurship programs. The National Youth Authority championing. Apart from that, youth in agriculture programs are National Youth Volunteer Program. And idea there to yakuma so pa because you perceive patriotism and nationalism no at the grassroots tama nkola youth no yi almost schools no yet me more some mindset change and inculcate the spirit of nationalism and patriotism among the youth omebunu nti idea the National Youth Authority and the Ministry of Youth for Sports ye ho adwuma pa ye bo ho adwuma de celebrate my because ye nim say Ghana no your population the youth segment is very large. The 2010 population census say more than age below 40, almost 70% of our population fall below the ages of 40. So a huge challenge to the government and also the ministry. But we have confidence with the various initiatives His Excellency the President of the Republic rolling out the National Entrepreneurship Program. Which is focused on entrepreneurship, the Ghana Enterprise Project, the Ghana Skill Job Project, CODVET, numerous and youth start, numerous youth programs are. Penny, now the Danko Kufuado are buying opportunities for the youth. The youth will definitely find an avenue to become very meaningful to themselves and to the society.
I see. Ma yanko shas yemfi de munyam kese bi bregana ye de all Africa Games no. Yenhwe gina ona so kese pa. Yenhwe your preparation so far. Ansa na ya ba yanka se krom after ye enkomo wina ye we with your constituency. But ya titi say games baso because you postpone and the massage to say but is that correct?
Yes, baso pa gidi. Ubekaya with the directive from His Excellency the President of the Republic in 2018. The ministry put in a bid to host for the first time because since 1965 Ghana had opportunity in hosting African Games in the bid. Until His Excellency the President directed ministry say you putting in bid. Yeah, call Istanbul team. Almost bid document and you competing with Egypt, the like of Egypt and other countries. But luckily for us, Ghana got the opportunity to host. But immediately after that, now near to 2 year to start the preparation of facilities and Nema we bring a COVID into the preparation process slowed down for almost 1.5 years. Then in October 2020, His Excellency the President launched inaugurated the local organizing committee. The executive chairman, Dr. Mustapha Ussif, and Dr. Emmanuel also answer and Rex Broby, a former Olympian, almost some da sa Elosinano. So remember championing the protocol agreement ever signed between the host country and the owners of the game, which is the AU. Aside that, we need to engage all the international stakeholders like ANOCA and also UCSA, the Association of Confederation of African Sports, and the Olympic Committee, so ANOCA. All these stakeholders, engage your protocol agreement, and also a circle cabinet. May 2021, may buy an assignment on the Nedaho. Yes, making sure that Ghana signing the protocol agreement between the host nation and the AU. Then Ghana have a responsibility to save it, the infrastructure that will meet the requirement of the international federations, because sports, the various sports schools now, as I say, you host to you competing in, and I be decided say I say it mean facilities are, you be meet international standard we host to all the 55 African countries athletes baby it's my competitors and you decided to be a hybrid approach instead of say go start new bibia for say you say you need be how I bet me renovate e meet standard they need be no so near chassis until you start currently as we speak we are building a 10-lane competition swimming pool.
10 lane. That's world class. 10-lane competition pool. Yes, but who say African Games or Olympic Games is different from AFCON. One sporting event. So we be now so two because you need a competition pool and you need a warm-up pool. Until you 10-lane competition pool. Yes, I 8-lane warm-up pool. Ben competition pool into a athletes ne proper games. No. Apart from that, yes, sir, but a 1,000-seater multipurpose hall. I be a basketball. Even after the tournament, if it mark as a African basketball championship in Ghana. So and also idea yes is here. Timelines the home. Yes, all because also already the idea to action and if yes be yankasa. It's a breakdown.
Yes.
You said can do pepe so be so encouraging.
Oh, it's very, very encouraging. Yes, sir. He says see 5 tennis courts. One of them a 1,000-seater tennis court. I be covered with permanent cover. I bet my be indoors, so a be enclosed area. I be about tennis, so you can organize African tennis championship in Ghana, and also a idea come. Apart from that, is another multi-purpose hall. A be no 500-seater, and also be boxing and other indoor games. So I say athletic track. So track and also it is going to be certified by the World Athletic Body, so that obey training or so na say obey competition also you'll be qualified. Yes, I say a football field. Tisa project here I know ye about yes, soon say His Excellency the President or the former President Kufuor's share University of Ghana Stadium as by intime we. Nti be say Ekosiisen Stadium for front. Abano ka send the main we stadium no na yemfa no ye opening ceremony a be sma ye other games until we needed to do another warm-up track close by requirement by the AU games requirements. You need it 5 meters away from the main bowl competition pool. The University of Ghana MIA Asasi currently AC warm-up track.
When is the last time I come? Because stadium
apart from the
media member university, you know. Me say Juma no kusu gidi hold am fa de bia baba ku bia mo chance o de nwura say take over
nwura take over
won say me honam fa kofi won say stadium nan kasa de No doubt about that. 247. In fact, I'm say car park almost done. Yeah, because they be them issue. But most share back be gidi. I'm say 5 meters. Jen now can gidi power on. Me muso more level. So yeah, but you know,
so
yeah.
Bia omo yewi. Yeah, say see rugby. You see a stadium, the world class stadium for rugby. And rugby no so we are changing rooms. University of Ghana where apart from benches are spectators bit minor officials bit matna. Yes, our VVIP area for rugby. And we are the best in West Africa. As I say, Herbert Mensah, why Africa president in apart from yes, Games Village in Ankasa, so you renovate the Liman Horse. So 4 horse now University of Ghana still say horse. By the games requirements, you need both warm water and cold water. You install a heating system near the air conditioning. You also need air conditioning in all the rooms. We are expecting almost 5,000 athletes from Africa. Making sure, sir, Games Village security. So there is a fence around the place, the courtyard. You change bibia leaking in him. So apart from that, yes, our dining areas, you see almost 1,000 sitting capacity dining areas. You see 2 dooms. You see University of Ghana Medical Center, Temporary Medical Center. You see,
and we are still within time.
Nina you are when the Oko University of Ghana bibia.
Oh wow.
Nti osa ko Baltimore site na and the sa facilities na make no contractors no boy juma gidi kwan no from Zoom Lion Junction all the way to motorway.
Yes, so my kwan no. So so it's because of the African Games no
Zoom Lion say motorway so Games Village no say contractor UK construction UK almost some budget gidi on all the facilities now apart from that the LOC is also organizing appointed the chef de mission on the lead person or shake Team Ghana because yentimi investors can be na at the end of the day during the games no yentimi win
medals be any
and also hardware and software and also
yes. So how many sporting disciplines now here?
Be 22 sporting disciplines
ni na Ghana wom
and apart from 22 sporting disciplines no, out of that, 7 of them will be Olympic qualifier. Say Paris is hosting the next Olympic Games in next year, 2024, in June, July. And so 7 of the games, Olympic qualifier, including swimming. Swimming is one of the biggest sporting discipline in the world. Among for Bebrinim says swimming, the World Aquatic Body. No more was saying FIFA 4. To almost somebody are all supporting to make sure.
And your friend aquatic body.
Yes, the World Aquatic Body. First, name Swimming Federation. They say, "Oma change the World Aquatic Body." Swimming kahon. Apart from swimming, triathlon is just kahon. Cycling, 3 and 4 year even championship recently. And when you susu kahon Olympic qualifier. Because Olympic qualifier those games, all the athletes in Africa. The top athletes in Africa have to participate in the game so that they'll be able to qualify for Paris in 2024.
So this Africa Games aim near them, but I near them.
The aim no say apart from say you be used to developing the Ghana development transformative development goal. Say idea betima eboa oman Ghana I contributed to the Continental Development Goal, the agenda AU Agenda 2063, the African you want. Apart from that, so say no, because of African Games, facilities here be so the deficiency in sports infrastructure and also the idea say all the federation will have facilities to be training so that omunya representing Ghana for world global competition because of facility training may winning medals for the country. Aside that, we are also using it as a vehicle to position Accra, Greater Accra, as a sports hub, most championship, the whole Africa, so that we can drive the traffic of sports tourism in Ghana. And during sponsorship, and also when we say ball games all the 55 countries, number Ghana, and number Ghana, number the athletes neighbor, almost the Sika Beba. Sika banks, local banks, ebenyeska, businesses, local businesses will do that during that period. Over 2008, can 2008.
Yeah, can 2008.
You can see the euphoria. People will penetrate one sporting discipline. This one, you are talking about 22 sporting discipline with 7 demonstration sports.
But how are you getting along with corporate Ghana? Because na enthusiasm on the part of young Ghana for ministry
that has been one of the biggest challenges because of the current financial challenges now facing. But still the LOC is working so hard to make sure that, because we marketing subcommittee they are meeting most of the corporate institutions. It may appeal to corporate Ghana, individual people, to show interest in supporting these African games, because the opportunities are you get over 2.5 billion TV and online viewers during that two weeks period for the games. And the idea, the opportunity to sponsor, to associate yourself with these African games to corporate Ghana is very, very huge for corporate Ghana. So we want to appeal to corporate Ghana, say support this initiative.
If you've just joined me, my name Mustapha Ussif, or Minister Youth and Sports, Anna Echiche Eye Enkomo. Bejiri se ebra Enkomo Chiche ne koso na asema beso obusa no. Ebri wo mu dia benya kwanya ebra me mind concern ne dos one am say. Ye wie de ni munyam she ebre Ghana no. I'm happy because be ma hyehyem ya ebri bi amefa eye legon bi am say ish. And on countless occasions Mabusa Dominic said, "Are we sure that this Africa Games, baso anase adia emazo well oba me page oma hene kwabna santiana sempa you can say 94.7 oko YouTube abu ba si adia oba abu say ankoma many minister aid and one measure where then no
the hostel facilities now hostel facilities now ebe games village as dining halls and medical rooms
park na me complain
they say rooms no so on say conditions oko washroom ha omo change cabinet ni na and a month every month bia fee say every month bia site meeting
Bosumi
bia ye near break call aye juma
da ben ese juma de nkasa sha where he fani
where botima hono no nti so swimming pool no ni
okay
mo ye gidi contractors no ho mo ye juma we so swimming pool no it's our administrative block almost see for
and you are still saying we are within time
but most of this we are the basement so crane mani nyina dia badda
na dabe ankasa na eba
aquatic center na kasa no swimming pool na kasa na bia organa o nti ye wie concrete with civil works no mo dey siso
if na wo show say
warm up track na wo legon and main
one there and the children the
main bowl
okay so what's the date for the event that being
if March athletes no officials no start arriving in Ghana 5th of March 2024, then on to 7th of March 2024. On the 8th of March opening ceremony Ghana phone now be the 2 weeks near closing ceremony 23rd of March 2024.
I see it. Your break still.
Your break.
Sika why the year the biada.
Sika His Excellency the President of the Republic and a Finance Minister. My boy pa.
Welcome, President. Welcome, Sika. Welcome. Developing infrastructure for us.
Yes. Welcome, Skanka. Welcome, Skanka. Say we shall say welcome, Skanka. Aba.
Yes, we are saying. Yes. Along the line, say be a hunchra basicasem.
Oh, now you secure fund another that. Ghana aban use yenya African facilities the sports infrastructure nyina anti ya sha se adwuma funding dedicated funding ho tua contractors ne ka mo ye ho adwuma gidigidi.
Okay, so yemra yankase yenkomo we the net dem akoma so because them person Ghana after several years you be such a golden opportunity na yakoto to papa, so especially under your watch.
Oh, it be hard
for the assurance because na a key for us to yemra yankase fi enkomo ni be under your watch. Probably medical mo work here through who be minister and your money be a ugidi se only when plan you for etimi aye Ediabua Youth and Sports Ministry and Sana and some would on person Busan management because there are lots of questions that as you say Utimbo and
Omahin Uber will be sassem, but idea me person can say a continuous government. Uber Kaya ye buy na maybe near penny honorable as a Kisiama, honor Minister for Youth and Sports or share huge infrastructure here. National Youth Resource, the Youth Resource Centers. The focus of government in this grassroots sports development instead of them be promoting marketing sports. Focus redirect our mind to grassroots sports development. The bit me we are the plan was to make sure say number one. Ibenya sports infrastructure in the various districts. The plan was said number one, Ibenya sports infrastructure in the various districts. But at the regional level too, we needed those infrastructures. Into Oshasiye, the 10 youth resource centers. Whilst doing that, yes, corporate Ghana, GMPC Foundation, Ghana Gas, and the ministry Nankasano. Yes, AstroTurfs. Before yes, Nanado Bebe Abemuno, they will pay for the entire country. But as we speak, you were 136 AstroTurf. You're winning now a year across the country. When now you are talking about sports development. A list of my co-parliament cry Ako Bohmudja. Joe are listed. We were listed 113. 136. 36 in various constituencies in Ghana. Accra Hakrabi Bre Waunim Madina De Azongo Development Fund. Apart from that,
also 136.
136.
I have finished here with baby on my end. Then we can go around ourselves to check. But the figure is 136.
136.
AstroTurf. Under Nanado Watch.
Nanado Watch. And then mean share from the 2017. Me penny as a Kisiama share na me baba twaso. Okay. Under His Excellency Nanado's government. The 7 years I ever been 136 and at this 136 no team bia no say abining kwana the strategy was to engage corporate Ghana and individuals, encourage people to put in as part of their corporate social responsibility. They should develop these facilities so that we'll be able to get these facilities at the grassroots so that we can use it to train the sportsmen.
What fast about grassroots? Some to the JJ Musata na yensu ko school no Alaji Grusa labor run about 20 man near friend coast soccer.
They say a friend of juvenile sports.
More than free coast juvenile. Juma
pa
because they pick a lot of KGL
KGL Foundation cheaper was dedicated $1 million supporting juvenile football across the country. In Accra here there are huge competitions, various clubs and coast teams are able because here in Freno coast in the amount for incident who say the same thing here.
Coast soccer.
Yes.
Asafo.
But
juvenile yes. The schools
school sports no so there cheaper Ghana Ministry of Education and Ghana Education Service. Yes. Na say cross country, the National Sports Authority organized cross country in Savulgu across all the schools.
Now, the
excitement was so huge. Apart from the Ghana Fastest, Resbrobe, apart from the Abanan Kasa GS 4 years or so, ministries no collaborate with other individuals almost so developing talent. Somebody to say Benjamin Azanati. It was through this Ghana Fastest at Resbrobe, or say 1 year scholarship or they call Abuja or also competing for Ghana anytime as 4x4 900 meters. YGD.
Talk about the AstroTurf again. Osha, Emebuno, any sports on him there. Baruko Titi wana Ekasafa sports one. Say AstroTurf no and yet the right field. Say Yedibetiti wana Yepesi ono ejina name dachi. Sa nkomone bia ba him.
So far in
terms of standard
no who says say 4 as 8 maybe even 5 aside FIFA standard say 11 aside obey yes 5 aside as they say even European countries you bet man your teams me no more 5 aside and it's a standard no there is not for organizing international competition by for training. So training standards, you know, it meets a meeting BBR. And apart from that, apart from even AstroTurf Nankasa, so yes, I develop pitches are natural with natural pitches, and also there the sports ministry working on it vigorously.
But would you say you lack infrastructure?
Yes, and that is why we are working on it. Okay, minjin to mas and yen unti infrastructure they like and I 275 constituencies. So say a year almost 136 and let's say there is still room for improvement.
Yamba probably one gray area we are now for TSC other sporting disciplines no home come eba about this World Cup money no they be other interpretation here different. World Cup sikano sa sikano aba na empendodo ayako nyina sikano ba dey na dey ehim for na stakeholders no
the stakeholders for as far as the World Cup money na omahene World Cup no sika FIFA afford be ma no ejina bebi a obedu ewo tournament mu nti ye call 206 at the group stage ye call ye nim echo 116th nti sesika ye nyae no aban no eba normally beba F4 no ho 2010 yesa call ye call all the way to quarter final nti sika be nya no different and at 2014 at the group stage and exit here 2022 so the group stage in exit here. But as we speak, sika FIFA for the ama the FA $8.2 million. Omatro krata ho the ama FA4 no and the FA4 so I confirm atro krata my aban through the Ministry of FIFA and Sports say omonyes away from the prize money for participating in the tournament. Apart from our prize money no before so because so FIFA for extra training say preparatory money and here 1.5 million and also before say bekokra FIFA for the my year and now FA4 no the year training opportunity obeka say before say tournament no the national team elko ball with Brazil France. Apart from that omni Nicaragua so boy Spain and omni Australia so ball South omni Switzerland ball Abu Dhabi. So it was all part of the preparatory stage. How many players need to come together so that they can gel together when they get opportunity at the tournament. So the 1.5 million was given to the FA, 2 for the preparatory stage. And the 8.9 million SNK FA Ninya. But out of the 9 million, you were statutory fees FIFA for before says can baba no mbata tititi nyina efim so odi omo car o di FIFA car they say bia okonya yellow card and say bibia na say onya some fine bia san sika nya mbata tititi efim ansa na da aka no de aden no de amount nti sika F4 nya fee FIFA na ma trauma no na 8.2 almost 8.2
yen clear refer to sika World Cup this guy film about ayenya no per the stage I do in saying
9 million. We're entitled to $9 million
per the stage.
Per the stage now,
you do.
Sasikanaba.
Sasikan ye bi dia ye adwuma bia na.
Debi afeni ye ohun krata say ye benya approval from the presidency to the ye this can be ya tro krata na de koba ye nya.
Previous ones na ba say na mo ye no.
Oh, previous one no. First one 2006 e ba no. The FA requested to government namely ombe request say omo pebi and yera ye president Kufuor ema omo 50% of the that price money no the car no omo the consolidated fund the Ministry of Finance AGA and 2010 sika e buy no per the records na me abehunu bibia echo the ministry aban no because aban na sponsor finance your friends the national team aban na finance the tournament nti aban no sika no omde tum no say during the tournament no aban no want the money back. Then the next one was the 2014 and also 2014 sika eba no aban no five and the omoma FNB ema national team no compete AFCON in 2015 and 2022 afeni aba and afeni efa process no and bibia decisions be be taken no ye be to dwa.
Among the decisions that mo taking for Sikano usage no motimi asrese Brody coach ni ye nias akono Sikano ye entity free mana.
Oh say no ye hu adwuma wie a bibia se ne be ye bia ye be to dwa. But and the ye di omoka ye di CK car ye di miloka but ye no mutna etnasi any arrangement and each of them got $100,000 out of what we have agreed to pay them.
No, what do you saying?
Yeah, the almost currently it went because at the time now FA4 sign terminate or cease to have the contract with them. No more or assign a contract there. So normally we will sit the FA and the ministry and the coach will sit down and look at the contract, then agree on the exit amount.
It's on your table, no Milu, Yedenika saying, and a CK Yedenika saying.
Oh, you didn't CK car almost $200,000.
No more 200, no,
300,000, 200,000, I got 200,000.
And a brooding is
the same, almost the same.
Probably the same mobile court with this people say hi.
And we have a payment plan.
And a more default to plan in payment.
We do not live up to the plan, but we have made an appeal to them. Why we have not lived up to them?
Appeal at Thomas because they are talking.
For them, they have the right to talk. But when you don't have the means to pay, we only have to engage them and let them understand that you are committed. And for paying them the 100,000, it shows the government is committed to pay.
Papa.
Of course, the challenge you face here, many FA4 na kasano. Plan now, embra you terminate to contract no. Now different person is coming in, and that different person to have to be paid. So what I say, but luckily for us, Coach Otuado and his team, we got sponsorship, and because we got sponsorship, because we're going to the World Cup and we're lucky, we got sponsorship for them. Almost say Endiomoka. But on ye buy maybe bar office or not even Kusiapia near the car. There's no single coach in Ghana who few how Yendoka. But we have cleared him. We have cleared Kusiapia, so definitely they'll be cleared.
But Minister because is it an approach I say you say default to Kano into the PCK we don't worry but almost so kasa
me see idea
to the extent that some are saying that based on that promise no almost akodijinsi hu a sika insi hu area do you hear some of these stories?
I don't hear them.
Baby out tell they won't
minimum engage and to me when they come I don't hear, they don't tell me that.
So you have timelines at the
yes, we have engagement. I've asked our lawyer to engage them.
Oh sika odi bitua na se fan kokota
enye me na me me agree just say me so me kope sika no fi baby dey.
At this point you know bibia ni ho a enkoso year e be show bi to say the national team's performance no any pleasing. We don't have to point, we are pointing at you. I'm not a player, but we are pointing at you.
And government is committed. Government is committed. Me you say I will make sure that all the arrangement for the national team is made. I will make sure that all the preparatory stage FA for example the starlet, the under 23, the FA brought a plan. That the plan was that to give them an opportunity to have a campaign process. The government and the country, the state, committed resources to give them so that many campaign opportunity in Egypt.
That's why
for 2 weeks.
That's
my job.
That's why your response as
yes.
I'm not a player or I'm not a coach. No, so
then the NNT and a year appointed coach, so that the coach and I don't have to interfere in the coach job. I'm not the one going to decide who plays.
Our money is our blood.
Yes,
and definitely where we invest.
And that is why that's why when they don't do well, and as a country we say we are not happy, they exit.
So, petition now will be the command FIFA so investigate everything. We are aware.
I'm not. It hasn't come. So, if I couldn't cancel competition, the ministry.
Maybe now GD say a betowa and farmer or the FIFA and FIFA draw attention.
Then they should deal with FIFA.
I see. So what are some of the things that a challenger your national teams into me and more Mohammedi?
For national team, we all admit that there are challenges. Okay, there are because our expectation is to go to tournament and do well. But at the end of the day, it is also another opportunity. Say we had opportunity to even participate in some of those tournaments. It's also a huge achievement. Because not all countries, we have almost 200 countries that will participate in during the qualifying process, the qualifying series. And out of those 200 nations, if Ghana was among the countries that qualified for the Mondial in Qatar, it's a huge achievement. It's a huge achievement.
Yakwa na minister, yakopim of French, because they okay in terms of say yakakano. What who say odi wa ho odin wadaje usika ubibiation resource now open unya tete. So that extra effort bena hold on basically this is the extra effort because Ghana for akoma oya dia and brief comments was say yebe koso invest wo baby a ya ho odin ejina kesepa ie football untimi nyimfim it will pay resource
of course
and resource name
entine ya sha see ya go back to the drawing board. Yeah, you can say grassroots sports development so that we can build more talent so that when the coach is going to do selection for national teams, there are a lot of talent that they will be able to be available for the coach to be able to select. So these are the process that we have put in, and we've seen other countries doing that, and they are getting results. Countries like Morocco and Senegal have gone back to the grassroots, and they are developing local young players, and these players are in academies, and we have this even in Ghana. Those players who have gone through the Right to Dream Academy, which is here in Ghana, you can see the talents that they have. You talk of Mohamed Kudus, a product of Right to Dream. You talk of Kamal Din Suleiman, a talent of Right to Dream. NS Nuama, which is just a new talent, Right to Dream. So once we have 10 of Right to Dream, 10 of Right to Dream here in Ghana, you can see the impact.
But how are you doing it? Because one ministers who are biased will pay attention to all other sporting activities. How are you doing that? Because Ghana for now concentration on football. But Minya report say minister we there so nyaya kra na nkasika ngo bechiche mama all other activities what's that interest because you're interested in football
say enamika say no you sports your different talent nyankopon ball nipan obia one talent and Ghana so offer boxing for example. Ghana we have a rich history when it comes to boxing. You talk of DK Poison, you talk of Azuma Nelson, you talk of Aikote, a lot of talent. So equal attention, but equitable attention is something that we can do. So the resources find ways to give opportunity to other federation. Also athletics, huge talent. You saw Joseph Polamwa doing so well in various events. Benjamin Abzamati. So it's another area. Huge opportunity. For swimming is another area. Ghana is doing so well in swimming. Abeku Jackson and say Tunisia just last month. Winning gold in the 100 meters butterfly or 200 meters butterfly. Winning medal. So we have huge talent in these areas, and we will continue to support the lesser sponsored sports.
Well, if you've just joined the Minister Youth and Sports, Mustapha Ussif and Yenene Chuchinkumo. Lots of your text messages, Baba Unimama Menka, Minister be confirm my say Ghana ye plan to be host to World Cup 2038. Well, it means Baba so but some of your text messages about ma Menkenkai Emfa Emon. The MP in your studio is my constituency MP. He has been a blessing to the people of Yagaba Kubori. He was the first MP to connect the first 7 communities to the national grid. As we speak today, almost all the communities in the constituency are connected to the national grid. He also gave us our first radio. Oh, Pacho, we know a local election stand on there, but you're a minister. Oh, but why are they? Says yes, I tell you, right? But Mr. And for constituency in Komoma, young Kakrana, and then the national issues. I like the minister in your studio. He's calm and results oriented. You hardly hear controversies about him. Controversies bebana. I believe he is a fine gentleman. So I beg you, Dodua. And the PA of the minister Jamaldun in Kumasi some time ago said the minister played a role in securing bed power deal. Hey, for the premier, bed power nabana.
Bed power and the minting cat and the GF the hand. The minimum say before some bano.
KGL just work out for juvenile football.
Yes.
Are they doing that?
They are working vigorously with the FA on the juvenile football development.
Okay. So my name Osei Mensah of Ghana Wheelchair Softball Federation. The minister is a good man. He supports lesser known sports. I just said that. Now with the minister then developers area.
Yes. Sports sector, the lesser known sports.
Wheelchair.
Say Kromoko US next week.
Wheelchairs for
yes. Yeah, boy, my ammonia, visitors be Amoko US for a tournament.
The minister is doing well. He tours the Africa Game site every month, Waka, to ensure they meet the timelines. I'm impressed with the progress of work at Legon. He has done a great job. Rita and Ponsa Madina Baunim. I just said, I'm a yipa. Obesuka psychologist for one semi in your setup. Who be bring on who bought me page. These are some of the things they bring to OTF Destiny say, Mimusa about Azuma Nelson complex. Now can be question.
Yes.
Mibusa. But Mami who
psychologists, idea, Mr. Suma make a recommendation to the management of our national team. Say even needed especially at the junior national teams, so that once they are in camp, they are enduring tournament and all those things, at least if there's a psychologist around them, it will be very helpful. Yes.
So what is it with the Azuma Nelson Sports Complex now?
Azuma Nelson Sports Complex, the 10 youth resource centers now. So far, Dunka Ofin, Azim, Wa Kufodia Adakulu in the Volta region, and Ajmameno constituency, Doma, and no Nina Yewi, and Dakano ye Hwejuma ye Fahu phase 2, and maybe Hwejumani Azuma Nelson Sports Complex, and in Hokra process contractor no wako back to site. Yes, and Wa. Navrongo, sorry, Navrongo and Yendi. So these four are and a car phase 2 no afine be hojuma. In terms for corners of phase 1 no my year do almost 98% complete. Phase 2 near chance and a there a home. But now there are challenges, and those challenges we have resolved them. So very soon the phase 2 contractors will go back to site, and those 4 youth resource centers too will be completed.
I see. Now what about New Dubiasi?
New Dubiasi so ya dia contractor no on waye juma no, but no on live up to expectation. Ti ye take ye man several warnings say ye tua the car ye abandon the car nto nko ye juma no nko ya sa man warning nko ya man more than 3 warning and a consultant na make
contractor no.
Yes. Consultant making recommendations say maybe you're doing there say terminate the contract now. You terminate the contract now. They say we are in the process of awarding to a new contractor to go back to site. Esipon first phase no almost above 90% complete, and a second phase currently your procurement process we are contractor now I go back to site for the second phase. Second phase no obey walls external both interior and exterior works in
second phase.
The second phase obey pitch no obey painting no who say a Sipon Sports Stadium a ben scene into metals now you see and none be brain na rusty into the contractor in the first phase was to blast some almost be say blasting. Or you're blasting or ye roof or you be in the roof nina no the roof for egoso nina ya jumas both first phase no or we as the be second phase obviously see hobby bia. So what I can assure the people of Western region and also the people of Ghana says a Sipon Sports Stadium you be we ama afan ntuma pefra ama sportsmen and women sa region no ebe use facility.
And the rest of the American football in Ghana.
Oh, American football, yes. Through the office of the vice president co America and maybe American NFL for no approach to invite someone bra Ghana. Ghana, pay courtesy call on the vice president. 10 schools, first competition, campaign. First African campaign, to sue Ghana through the facilitation of the vice president. 10 schools, select here. Almost 400 students from our various schools, those 10 schools who participating in the camp. And 10 of the students were selected to represent Africa in the NFL Pro Bowl in the USA. The fourth position behind America and Ghana for in American football. So you can see.
Well,
His Excellency the Vice President as a pass what championing this project.
Maybe I better in common so now fe Yakura constituency near rapport up because we say what other activities are say okay. But make us say Sector Minister Youth and Sports here Mustapha Ussif and yeah to train komo ewan say mame inka say Adom City Estate Ekoso kai will say enable also being a 2-bedroom detached and semi-detached, 3-bedroom detached and semi-detached, 3-bedroom executive detached. Adom City Estate and maybe to say Tema Community 25 Matayeko Anafi Kaswa. Now the TNA say one a free 300,000 Ghana City econo ubetimenya daya ibesiama wa ebeda wakoma so yepa the ma Adom City Estate one on share omde ma da enso ne say bambo ho asem de 247 eno achi so no ensuo ho asem enkane ho asem afia kwan ho asem ana say community police ho asem ana community basic schools ho asem de ade a ne nyina no hodada se person ya Adom City Estate for Dinkitawa 0308250068 ana one email here info@adomcityestate.com and as on website to them no www.adomcityestate.com Inkitawa ebio ma menkosonka say after 26 years enely machines you know afede one the fufro abba foforo no ebeboa amadada no ahyemu kena yie pa entiene analyst mekan cho say a free the 15th of August 2023 one ultra modern lottery machines no one edbeshe jumedi ase no na dada no so ye na bibia ekọ kama ma enti on say one new draw machines no one be used for Monday special, Friday bonanza and afi National Weekly Lotto games no na all draw machines no oma dedicated to Lucky Tuesday, Fortune Thursday and a Sunday asida games na and also akokama edi amount ke hunu say eba on draw Sunday a echiye bia no nyaade aka na sichi bia ewom se hihia aba no say anopa draw no kane na ekoso eye 8:30 am ene ye de beko 10 am shene so kane no nanka eye 8:30 am ene yedebeko 10 am now fe draws ahodo eka ho nyina no so ato so saa with the excitement that always it brings san komo we ebia na person tia say ya offer your customer service lines now 0266 087 966 0266 087 966 ana 0266 08 7946 na watimine ye edinkita ona yama enchirimu papa so ama wate wasi yepa yaba back to studio. Minister Youth and Sports era Mustapha Ussif ana yeneno etwetwe eyen komo a minister yewra minister be kosan be miensa na be constituency na afin ye ja ma ko ampa se o pressure world cup once mana eda o hihye mu ana ana buru ho de so
de wale na ma obisa
eburu ho de so ana
eburu ma ho de so but
ye
ready but say eba so dia de say Yankopon be
na sika wo ho dia
because African games no kra no enye easy
on
na sika sem say otuminya sika ye ni ma bebre so enye ade da fom
ema agu kansi ho asem no what de na ema de bia da o musika sem ekọ atwe no women soccer adai
Oh, women's soccer currently we are doing so well, and Ube Krampa said our Black Queens as they are in their qualification to Paris Olympic Games. They are homebody pa. Until me personally congratulate you. My agent said they should do well and qualify for the Paris Olympic Games in 2024. Ube share so Ampem Daku also winning league in the women league. Almost winning the FA Cup. Yeah, they are me bomb abaso. We congratulate you. And I'm medium also. Medina have congratulate medium also. Almost me far the league for this year. Apart women football no. Ghana, I mind back home as I say the league, the women league is very very prominent. A lot of people are now getting involved to give opportunity to our girls so that they can also develop themselves through football, because it's something that has been existed. The like of Germany and other countries in the Europe are all doing well, and also the championship, Kaya, Algeria, Omobor, the women we know the whole state CAF, the whole stadium now IMA. Until idea Ghana is working so hard, and the FA is doing well with regards to the women football development in Ghana. So the idea the management of the league.
You started with the resource centers. What has happened?
The youth resource centers.
Yeah.
Say me can say that youth resource centers. Me penny as the KCM Abaso say or shall say we all the first phase. But me buy no second phase no sika sem ho ayedin. You say we almost 6 for the second phase. The fourth the second phase for the 4, the rest of the 4 no. And I will be sir because Azuma Nursing Sports Complex is one of the youth resource centers now you develop no. Ana enyine so kan ho a one of the youth where the one of the youth resource centers no. So yeah,
is it being utilized?
Yeah, after na ye be commission voter region we work this year independence celebration. Yeah wo ho yeah sif march no ewo Adakulu ewo voter region ewo the youth resource center yeah wo ebisusu wo Azim eno ewie kura say the train say benya president the schedule no akọ commission that youth resource center na my dunko offense so ewie ye ho adwuma kofodua ye wie eno so ye be commission na wa so eno aka ye almost 90
youth centers no
youth centers so na we nyina na ye ade plan na ye de to kwan mu a ye pese ye wie we na say ye sports development
I think now developer
yes na we ye old picture
okay
more
development as well
you're developing
okay.
to the current state
okay
ni nyina ye wie we nyina na ye the 136 actual economic ho let's just say if you are doing coastal juvenile football there are facilities for them to train on and be able to develop themselves so that when they have opportunity to represent our country or when they get opportunity to go to any club they will be able to do well.
Africa Games
Baso in September and Amijina Habo the African Para Olympic president
but could be by them me say me who sound for
born Abaso some very very operational persons they say
when you there youth center na Abia
youth centers na Abia where youth center no ade ba kwai wo youth center no ho say apart from football field no the football field na ye wo FIFA standard football field no ye wo 6-lane track athletic track ye wo entrepreneurial center ye wo counseling center ni na ye wo council center ye wo ICT center ye wo restaurant the vision is say some of them will even convert them to sports academies in the future so that benya one sports academy in a southern zone, one in the middle belt and one in the northern belt you be see hostel facilities around. So that's the next phase. That will be the next phase through private partnership arrangement, and that is what we are going to do to ensure say be developing more right to dream in the country, right to dream sports academy in the country.
So how are you working around some of these conversations about the FSA blaster selection or a part of it? Any maybe a coco so my debia dauti radio kinkai also o PS name or red alerts no they be a draw attention to a come in and they hit more what be I say FN de bia Ghana for you was more Memi Songo, almost on daily basis. The biada, ujina sports minister with the sports minister, but you walked us through a lot. But maybe, how do you help us? So the FNO come on, omo disika, omo your selection, omo faha, omo uraha, omo you say the noise is too much.
Say omo hin me da say we be say seminar national team selection. Me coaches bia me coach a me beto no ni sika akono. Me man assurance me shiano first me buy appoint me shiano me ne kasaye me man assurance say master once you dey adwuma na share onsa no you shouldn't allow, because this is a perception who be say if you almost see and find senka who be say no coach no so kan tell me say
we need
coach BS since all the national team coach fee say me ba ho obi an kan tell me say the FA has ever ask them or interfere in their team selection. So all I can do to assure them that the president is the one paying you, the state is the one paying you. So you should not control to anybody interfering, because why I'm born nobody here. I don't know the whole country, because okay, because me footballer, me making sure say the national team is resource. Me co finance ministry, let me push it. This is the budget. We've gotten approval from chief of staff. Me call approval. Me no maintenance, and now making sure say whatever is due them, the logistics, everything is provided, so that when they get opportunity to go, I leave the job of the technical team to the technical team to do. Then I leave the playing body to do the playing. So what I say, say obiti baby no say oh FA4 no so one man for evidence be but say FA4 ya a very very difficult circumstances. But ye nyama ye nyina yeti ye bisa FA ye on several occasions say yetia ye be bisa ye own investigation to see say whether indeed there are these things happening. But I've not been able to get any evidence or any national team coach in young and country say the FA are putting pressure on them or interfering in their job. Okay, so me can kind of text messages baby but don't know questions. If you are they call purely political matters. Okay. Yeah, be your constituency. But this is why I cried. Yes. Okay, so James Owusu, Jimmy Owusu say, hi Omahene, please can you ask Honorable Minister the stadium promised to Offenso during the tragic death of some youth footballers. Mr. Bajo Chochoto na MZ not quickly there. We are say we meet the press. Now we are know their mind. Jimmy Usudi no say hi Omahene, can you please ask about the promise of a stadium at Offenso? Minister as well to an amonko. Nana Ponsa say Bedi Akose, please kindly tell the minister to send his attention to the Accra Sports Stadium, the stand close to the VIP, where the Kotoko fans normally sit. When the singing and drama start, you feel the shake of the stands. Okay. So the way Nana and Ponsa Bediako or say Moadjine and Kohonum. Among the MP in your studio is my constituency. Okay, that one I've read it. This one also say Kennedy Apia say, I want to please ask the sports minister, now that the government is spending all these millions to build these sports facilities, have they put in place plans to maintain these facilities after the games, since our maintenance culture is so poor? Example is the Takrade Sports Stadium, a very important Mr. Etisheneso or come maintenance was him. Atik Mohammed in say, good afternoon, Mahene. Kindly ask the minister to tell us which one is more cost effective, AstroTurf or GrassTurf, as the former tend to have a shorter lifespan. In fact, is the AstroTurf not for aesthetics and optics? And what's Anna Atik Mohammed Sudiaba? Minister, Kweko saying so say. Omahene, please ask the minister to also free the. Okay, this one is for the deputy education minister. Okay, so my main court will Musa some of the questions for you. Okay, so good evening, Omahene. The minister is doing well, but want to ask him, who is responsible for the maintenance of our sports stadiums? And also wants and also the
Okay, so it's a World Cup question there. It's World Cup money, so it's okay. I'm sure this is what you're going to be saying. Oh, yeah, no, everybody, yeah.
Offensive sports stadium or sports youth resource center, yeah. Edaya kuma so pa ba obeka ya me say ya shase edu 10 ya shase ye wie first phase in 6 of them in all the 10 second phase currently wie insian ye wie aka 9 ye wie no sa edu na menua pani Isaac Esiama shase na ya she the next phase as offensive can the next phase no ehho ya ewo the drawing table ya hu design bibia ya twen say ibenya da na ibewie we na commissioning na ya call the next phase no be your offense and the next the new 6 regions no ade a eda ya kuma so ubeka na lelugu 1 dambai another one techima another one, so all the 6 new region western north susu benya na die nti ade a and offense so ka ho a yebeye ho ba gisi wie the first 10 na ya sha ase no ansa na ya sako sha ya she the next phase no ase.
Okay,
and the Okasa Accra Sports Stadium the stands no so mo ko ho no mo shijama na so mo ni abrena sheki no eno ma taking note meaning National Sports Authority for
okay
ebe de hu ejuma but ade ba come person dey can who say obi su be say when responsible for maintenance of our National Sports Stadium.
Exactly.
And we the National Sports Authority and the agency responsible for the maintenance of the National Sports our
agency
sports
under you.
Yes, an agency under me. Because they say currently they are doing so well. We are working on the
washrooms in baby and
it's west. Me call ye me report and me engage you. The next time I call na near my assistant. And me call Tamale, my call Cape Coast, my Accra, all the national sports facilities. No, my visiting in a many reporter. My engaging the National Sports Authority. Almost some more with the resources of Mongo, my mom was saw a maintenance manual. The maintenance manual no the staff who are responsible on the day-to-day running of the sports facilities no so dear and the African Games no obisu bisa says we African Games with this maintenance culture no then and I make I say we are in my press meet the press today make I say we are the vision for sustainability program you converted to sports university for sports for development so that
a university
yes after you win in future no you converted all these facilities as a university for sports for development to be the second sports university for development in Africa. One is in South Africa and this will be the first in West Africa. So that is the plan. Say we are, and it will convert into a sports center of excellence. Most will also engage corporate Ghana. I don't know, we have even started working on it. You'd be called cabinet for approval. Even companies, through PPP, public-private partnership arrangement, see hotels and hostel facilities around these facilities, so that when we are hosting any championship in any sporting discipline, there will be accommodation facilities around for them to utilize. These are some of the answers. I hope some in Jao Bia
98 group is almost here.
Meji almost pa
that's for Omodimbo. Okay, so Mr. Emra Amanyo Semukaka na fe in constituency na o party boko there in terms of my performance.
So far your party a boy humble pa area nyina onum say COVID eba area nyina affect all country including even the developed countries, but because of the leadership and the foresight and the commitment of His Excellency Obeka say ono enye say nipa de enkwa de ontimi eden ontimi mfa nkwamba. So the first priority was to make sure say obe save the lives of Ghanaians, then for the economy to build the economy, to rebuild the economy bida, because Obeka from 2017 up to the time COVID by 2019, the economy was growing at the rate of it was one of the fastest growing economy in the world. Until the blueprint to be able to do that. Then COVID struck. Then immediately after COVID, and Russia-Ukraine runs also by a logistical challenge, a huge challenge in the global economic space. Currently, things we have put things in place with IMF arrangement. We have put things in place to make sure that we revive the economy as His Excellency the President of the Republic.
I see. Now, the flag raising contest.
Oh yes.
Are you amongst the MPs here for Bawumia?
Of course.
You are for Bawumia?
Yes, 100%. And I'm not only for him. I'm going to campaign and vote for him.
You are for Bawumia?
Yeah, excellent. 100%. I'm not only for him. I'm going to vote and campaign for him.
But
of course, I have my choice as a party member.
National.
Of course, and that's
acceptability.
That is Bawumia. He has been accepted by the party, the rank and file of the party.
Beyond that, Ghana for Ajinatum.
Of course, Ghana for he's the only person who can appeal to the floating voters to be able to come and for us to break the 8, inshallah.
What's so exceptional about Dr. Bawumia?
And it is something that God has given him. And everybody be on the time. They are fantastic people. But unfortunately, this is not their time. And we can't fault God. God has everybody. I believe in predestination. And that is what God has destined for us. At this current moment in MPP, the person who would lead the party after His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is Bawumia.
But he has not paid his dues.
He has done so.
Some of the comments now.
He has gone through.
He has been go through. So far as a real party person.
Let me tell you.
In and out of the party.
The
reliance is on Dankwa Buzia Domo. And the fact that Domo no
all the aspirants, they all like Dr. Bawumia. All of them. And Dr. Bawumia also like all of them. They've worked together very, very well. And I've seen that personally. Personally, I've seen that all of them are committed, and this is just a contest within the family. And I believe strongly that after the emergence of Dr. Bawumia, all of them are going to rally behind him.
And you are sure Dr. Bawumia is winning?
Of course, with a huge margin.
With
a huge margin. And on the delegate conference.
In terms of delegates,
I'm a delegate. I'm not talking out of. I have a vote. As a member of parliament representing the good people of Yagaba Kubora, I have a vote. And my vote is for Dr. Bawumia. You've heard it several.
Yagaba for so you are whipping them in line.
Oh, they have decided. They are even whipping me. I'm not even whipping them. They are whipping me.
Yagaba for?
Yeah, oh, of course. And it's not only Yagaba. Across the country, the party rank and file from the grassroots, everybody wants Dr. Bawumia. You have no choice.
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay. On the 26th of August and the 4th November, Oman no aframe why? I aframe, Mr.
Say what din kunim.
So because I would my mommy. I aframe na for me bo mommy.
Andrew so. Andrew so. There's a what say the boy. I feel what say I was saying my business say Andrew so. Oh, sir. on the 26th of August. Even we say do yes so and I do yes so. I see. Constituency boko. Nyamiado. Dia na only be kayo. Because our corporation and santo abama. Dia na only be kayo. Offense for years. Fisher some person me chia ahemfo amo Yagaba Kubora na Mamprogo na Najiri the Wonaba then the Kuborana and Yagrana Izerana. They can appeal to them in your language. Mbola nzala kwaka pusi ti nadamza Mamprusi nadamza akra Mamprusi na ne tiba nadamman mbawurdana ne na yirma manga ne mbawonaba ne Mamprogo na is den za kampusruwa ama Yagaba Kubore nadamma Kuborana Yarana Izerana Prendana Saparana Lorana nkutombo na damaza ya bampusle za nitumshia yantum na yampus matuntonshia kantum ne intergomnanti katum intriama nkulabsi nyanga nkuzanu za nturi yes nturi yinni tinku yen shen kaman proton chang tuni nenni tinzon jili katumtuma di yen shen katbashi aliheri ne lawon sim nkuna yinni nti
ka unity te mampro gbazan chengto ni ka nan chim bisin po asara ka banya tumantum ka te ji development kara nkuna yinni ka te za dika amfani nan albarka nan pusia pam
sum it up the work in the idea now catch up but very eloquent in your language.
Thank you.
Then I'll catch you.
Me catch me chia ma himfo no nyina ahemfo a na me chia mpenifo na party mpenifo me party chairman me DC na party for mo ho na constituency for no nyina omo ho nyina me chia omo say together me no omo no ye adwuma bom from 2012 a omo to abama me no ma ye adwuma both opposition for na ye ne MPP for nyina say once I'm elected, I work with all of them. When there is opportunity, we give it to all of them. So we should minimum yenye juman boom ye the bomb body say na do danko ekufuado na ban bibia ebenye bi ano ye bebe fie no so mo benefit from aban ni mu na yesa na Dr. Ba me aban so ba de be say de be o tie na chi na yentimi nya aban no nye juma papa ma Ghana na Mamprugu Moduro and North East region. Yenya home faso.
Welcome, Yadiba Ofiana. It's Wifiana. 9.5. Minister Mustapha Ussif, always a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Well, I see. I'm going to meet you.